Okay, how in the world did I go red today? Is the real question I should be asking myself, right? How is it that I went red today? What went wrong? What went wrong, right? Oh, it's not even the same. Why isn't this BJDX refreshing? Hello? Bro, BJDX or whatever. Alright. Alright, so my first trade was 907, 901, right? What went wrong here? So just there we go. Let's review. Okay, so I pulled it up. First trade was 907. So by the looks of it, we were here. We were in between this candle here, in between these two candles, right? If you look at the 1 minute, it had a nice squeeze, it popped through 7, kind of pulled back, went back, ended up flat. You know, it's a little bit extended there. Whoa, crazy chicken. So looking at the context here, right? Man, what's going on here? Oh, whatever. Bro. But in any case, so I pulled it up. We were so here we were in between 905, 907. We were right in that area there. Right in that area. When I pulled it up, we were there. Right? Where's our 9 EMA? Where's our 9 EMA? Okay, that one doesn't have our 9 EMA. So again, pulled it up around that area. No, that looks hideous. Pulled it up in that area, right? And pulled it up exactly 907. No, I lied. Not that area. I pulled it up. It's cool. Sorry, I'm just experimenting here. It's the first time I use these. pulled it up when it was here, right? So if I pulled it up there, so I'm watching it here. I pull it up. I see it made a nice move there. So that was a good entry there. That would have been a pretty good entry there. Let's see what was volume there. Again, the volume was light, but sure. I mean, that provided a trade over 10 or 766. You know, that add over 8's a little bit extended, but it goes up to 850. You know, I then for some reason this is where I'm looking for out. We're extremely extended there. You know, that's not even the first candle to make a new high, right? So that was a very bad trade. So I mean, can I? So there we were extended there. The add spot was I was watching here for the break of 50, maybe break of high day, but then, you know, no harm, no foul, right? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And then at the open, we just get that nice move. I'm watching it and I missed this halt. When it was trending down, you know, we're getting that stair step down. Now I was not even watching. I was like, it's not interesting. But again, I should have kept an eye on it, considering it was a leading gapper. In any case, it halts up 808, right? Resumes higher, right? And then it kind of pops up to 838. It straddles, it dips, and it rips right back up to the halt. Now here, my obvious trade was over 850. Now I remember. No. It doesn't even dip down. It resumes. It kind of straddles for like 1 second, and then it just goes up 50, and then it straddles around 90, clear at over 90, and then halts line 24, right? Yeah. So I had two entries there. Over 50, that was quick enough. Or if I had marked this previous high there, that would have also been a trade. And then, you know, I'm trading it while it's choppy. What am I trading here? I mean, if I'm being honest, we're kind of downtrending, right? And then I continue trading it. I mean, I'm just trading P&L at this point. My next trade, okay, so my first trade was here. You know, we were far too extended. You know, that wasn't even a good trade. Could have added here over the break of 850. You know, into 873. I could have taken profit there, but again, the stock was jumpy. It wasn't even that good of a follow through. I was getting just frustrated. My next trade I bought at 812. Oof, I took a really nice dip at 812. Where's 812? I do remember this one. Let me pull up a 10-second chart. You know, I pulled up a 10-second chart here. Whatever, just for the context. PJDX. You know, now in hindsight, I ask myself, why don't I take profit? Took a really nice dip at 8. What was the time? 807. So 807.55. So as the candle closed, 807.55. 907.55. Sorry. So I bought the dip at 12. So I bought here. Exactly here. So, you know, the first thing that went through my head, I'm like, okay, we're trading in a wedge, right? I was kind of noticing it was kind of popping up to 30, dipping down, popping, dipping, right? So on this dip right here, I add at 12, which also coincided with, I believe, the 5-minute. No, it didn't. Sorry. No, it just coincided with the 1 minute. So let's look at this right here. 907. So it was right here. It was right here. So it was this candle. So my first trade My first bad trade was there. My first bad trade was there, and then it took a really nice dip at 812. You know, not cognizant that we were a bit extended. It was a dip off VWAP, a very nice trade there, and I held all the way through. I added, so I'm long 500 shares at 812, which was right around here. As I see it dipping in that range, right? I'm like, okay, here we go. It starts curling up. Once we get to 40, we hit 50. I'm long another 500 shares. You know, in hindsight, I'm up 38 cents there. 38. That's almost $200 in profit there. Why am I swinging for home runs, right? You know, it goes up to 57, immediately reverses, and then it turns into a loser. I sell 815, so all the way at the bottom. So then two bad trades there. One was a winner. The other one was just far too extended. This one curled off VWAP, so it was a really nice dip trade. You know, at that point, I'm frustrated. I'm 10 minutes into the open, and I'm down $300. You know, fantastic way to start your day, right? And then I kind of take an ugly dip trade here off of that wasn't even really a dip trade. 1, 2, 3, 4 topping tails as well. You know, terrible dip there. So I kept that one tight, right? And then I bought F44 at 912. When was 912? Wait, no. Yeah. I don't know what that pop was about, but then I bought at 44, sold at 61 around there, bought at 18, sold at 15, 947, and then it halts up. So this was all, no, I'm sorry, this was all pre-market, you know? So I had a really nice curl off the 9 EMA, right? You know, where we have a little bit of a setting support here. Now we've kind of broken above that. Broken above that. And then I take a dip there, you know, and then into a halt. You know, I got FOMO. I ended on the halt resumption. It flushes. No, yeah, that's right. It opens lower, and it starts curling back up. The pop over 9 was a good entry, and then you're selling at 55. That's 55 cents of profit. But then I added here, caught a flush, another one to the mouth, and then I'm just, you know, pissed off. And then I just continued to revenge trade after that. You know, again, here in hindsight, what were the cleanest trades here that I could have traded? Well, I mean, that was a really good dip. I didn't take profit. Here into the halt, we got a really nice break, a dip and a rip through 9. You know, sell and clear out at 850 and 9. So, halt resumption. This other halt resumption was also really good. And after that, kind of just faded. There's no. What was my last trade on it? 1009. Why in the world am I looking this at 1009? What could I possibly see in this? I don't know. It was not. It was 951. Yeah. When it was just chopping me out, I just kind of called it quits over here. And INVO. Let's take a look at this one. INVO. Let's see, how did I not make money but lose money? Oh my Jesus Christ, this looks so good. Look at this. Wow. So this was one of my stocks on my watch list today. Right, we had several of these highs right here. That one was really interesting here. So I started trading it 10:08. So we had really nice setting support from what I can see here. You know, that ad spot at 5 had already happened. I added at 46. How's that even possible? How did I add at 40? I added at 41. You know, why am I adding up here? We're extremely extended. No wonder it rejected. It bounced off VWAP, provided a nice little dip entry there. Then after that one, I just called it quits, right? So again, the breakthrough here had already happened. You know, it double topped there. And it just, wow, just put in a nice move after hours. But then just completely reversed. And now it's trading back in the 4s. So I mean, the cleanest move here is it just chop city, right? But the obvious trade here was over 5. You know, it ended up going to 530. That was a real move. Other than that, I mean, I don't understand why I would be trading it. And we extended off the 9. You know, I did have some opportunities, but you know, is there any real setups inside here? You know, we got that A, B, C, D pattern here. Look at A, B, C. Now we got A, B, little pop, C, D. Your ad spot here, break. Oh, we got that A, B, C, which coincided with, look at the nice move there. Again, just these A, B, C, D patterns. Really, that was a really good follow through there. Look at A, B, C, D, and then I'm bripping. Then after that, I mean, why am I adding up here? I already missed the move. Was there any BJDX, any setups here? Like a flat top, maybe a cup and handle that I missed? I mean, this one didn't really give anything. It just popped and just faded off that. You know, that would have been a really nice trade. That was a nice bounce off the, which was essentially a trade bounce off of VWAP. But I doubled up, knowing we were extremely extended. It was a little bit premature in a way. You know, I sized up and I, you know, paid for it. Here we didn't get really any setups. We had that little cup there. No, yeah, I'm kind of assuming I took that and just lost on it. We don't like to see that. We like to see, you know, it's near a whole dollar as well. So not really interested in that. Here you would have marked lows like this. Mark lows. You notice how it dips there. Like, it's just, everything is connected. You know, okay, without even going forward, right? Look at how these two support levels, you know, play out going forward. Notice dip, 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 broke below that, dip. You know, now resistance, 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 broke, kind of support there. Now just riding that line, support, sorry, support to go back below it, resistance, resistance. You know, it's just trend lines play such a crucial part, and I need to draw them. I need to draw previous resistance and previous reports, into previous support. You know, we got kind of a really nice bull flag there. Look at that, doof doof. And then, you know, it kind of just faded after that. Here, I mean, you could have taken that, which resolved really nicely, right? You know, that would have been a really nice trade as well. But again, you have those topping tails, really big topping tail there. You know, this stock was a little bit tricky. It took me a while to recognize that it was just a whippy stock, go up and down, up and down. You know, you had to be in for the trade of 4 seconds, right? Just in and sell when you have profits. You know, a few times I got green and I didn't take profits. What was the trade for yesterday? Apparently I have tabs open. Yes, I do. Since 2016, we don't get along. Let us see the trade of yesterday, the day of yesterday. Yesterday was another brutal day. You know, I was up nicely and then I started giving back profits. Why? Because, you know, I like to give back profits. That's kind of my thing. ULBI, ULBI. I don't know why it's not. Oh my god. I don't know why it's not doing that. ULBI. Finally. Okay, so updated. Nice. So this one, my first trade was 930. So yeah, she just put in a nice move, and I was just not able to capitalize. So my first trade was around 930, which was at the bell. 930 ULBI. No, this was the day of today. Now this one kind of wanted to make a move today. I had it on watch list, but unfortunately it didn't make a move. The trade was right at the open, right? Which I want to say, huh? Oh yeah, yeah. I had it here. I had the level drawn, which was really nice. You know, a setup that I love, right? The flat top, the break of pre-market highs. You know, I saw it popping up. It was in the 690s. I pulled it up. You know, immediately take it, punch it at 7, sold at the hot level, right? You know, it kind of just dips and then it rips to 750. I believe my second trade was at 33, 34. So, are we extended in any way, shape, or form? That one dipped, came back up. You know, and then we had that nice bull flag. It kind of gave a false breakout there. And then I kind of gave up profit, but then I kind of stepped away as, what was the trade that TUP popped up? Yes. And did this one make another move? Made a move after hours, but apart from that, the nice move was the dip there and the rip, and the halt level that I traded. And then TUP started popping up. Man, you know, TUP was just, it's just pissed me off. You know, it made a nice move, sure, but once you start digging in deep, you know, I started watching it here, right? You know, I try to, I go in for the break of 40, right? Kind of pops to 40, but then it kind of just straddles my entry, right? And then it kind of just grinds slowly, grinds, and then it hits 50. I'm like, okay, now we're fairly extended, right? I didn't want to take it, and of course that one goes to 65, right? But in any case, right? Now, is there any setups in here? So we got clear flat top over 560, you know, clear dips there. It dips and then it rips. Look at this move right here. Over 60. Over 60 you're adding, and you might double up 65. That made a really nice up move to 90. Wow. Then we kind of based out here. You know, maybe a potential add over 83. You're selling into the highs at 90. And then just another move there. Look at that at 3. You know, A, B, C, D. It didn't really pop up. Kind of getting those retraces just up and down, right? Here you'd be drawing it like that. You know, that first candle to make a new high. Oh, look. You see this? I don't know where my volume candle just went, but I mean, sure. You know, again, here we got that setup right here. You know, we got those, you know, that nice move, kind of just that natural pullback, the retrace back to 9 EMA. 3 bottoming tails. I mean, you're adding 280. Your stop loss is 273. You know, relatively tight stop loss considering this is a thickly traded stock, but 7 cents of a stop on a thickly traded stock is equivalent to, let's say, a 15-20 cent stop loss on, let's say, a stock like the one before this, which was ULBI. You know, kind of those choppy, just up and down, whippy stocks. So a 7 cent stop loss on a thickly traded stock is not all that small, relatively speaking. But I mean, you add those three bottom tails. I mean, your stop loss 272. You add over 280. I mean, that gave nice resolution there. And then we're kind of extended here. Pulls back. It pops there. You know, I mean, you could have added there for the break of 287, but you know, a little bit of a false breakout and a flush. So you got to be careful there after a really nice move. Kind of just chops around. it just snaps and then pop back up. Then give that nice move there over 3. And then we have this, look at this. This is beautiful right here. You know, we get that nice ascending support. Oh crap. We get that nice ascending support. You know, a little bit of a descending there. And your stop loss is 320. Give that nice squeeze there. Pullback, nice squeeze. Dips, squeeze even higher. And you notice how this previous resistance, look at this. It taps here. Look at that. A balance. Look at these perfect just dip entries. Dip. Say you miss this one, right? You know, you're not sure if it's going to hold. I mean, you're buying this one, right? You know, first candle to make a new high there over 306, I believe. 306. Your stop loss is 295. Given a really nice squeeze, a really nice 15-cent dip there. These are after hours anyways, right? So I mean here, where I traded it, was there really any moves? I mean it was a chop fest here. I could have taken a break over 250 there, which was, you know, kind of just, it kind of popped, dipped, and then it just went after that, and I just completely missed it. And no, over here we're extended, right? First candle to make a new high, we're a bit extended, so I can understand that. And then just a nasty wick here, 274 to 245, nasty stuff. And after that, I really don't think we had anything after that, right? We had but again, you know, this is later in the day. Had a flat top at 260, which resolved very nicely. You know, as you're breaking 258, 260, I mean, your latest, you're adding 265. And just rips up, pulls back, you know, 3 bottoming tails, flies back up. BBIG was another one that I took a really nice haircut on. No way I traded it, right? June 27th. What was yesterday? Today's the 28th. Yesterday was the 27th. I took a really nice haircut on this one. Why? I mean, because I like getting haircuts, man. And we're not even going to speak about PSQH. 957. Don't tell me I had it for 488, right? So again, kind of premature there. Snaps back up. Gives a really nice squeeze here. Keeps going. You know, we're fairly extended at this point. Kind of dips and just rips back up. So I mean, in terms of a nice breakout here, a nice entry, safe entry, I don't think we really have it. You know, the premature one here, bounce off VWAP, nasty candle there. Then after that, I say that as my headset dies. And then, you know, I didn't take that much of a haircut. I took one stab on BBIG, but you know, on BBIG, I decided to step away after like, I'm pretty sure it was one trade. You know, it was like a 6-cent loser. It wasn't too big of a deal. PSQH, man, I traded this just horribly. QH. You know, again for this one, right? It gave a really nice squeeze.